Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hurstville. It's great to be here with the Prime Minister, who's a regular visitor to our area. Was just here a few weeks ago for our Lunar New Year festival and has visited many times over the years in his different capacities in the government. Really pleased to have the PM in Hurstville today, particularly to make this important announcement about infrastructure in Hurstville. Now, Hurstville is the beating heart of the St George district. Hundreds and hundreds of small businesses, literally thousands of people employed in this area. So many small businesses that have been successfully created by people who have immigrated to our nation over the years. And the big issue, or one of the big issues in Hurstville, of course, is car parking. It's really hard to get parking in Hurstville. And this has been an issue for some years, and it's something that I've been raising within the government and seeking to get federal support for. So it's really terrific that as part of the government's broader urban congestion fund, that the PM is committing $7.5 million towards a car park here in Hurstville. That's going to make a big difference to people in the Banks electorate and indeed people all around the St George area who come to Hurstville for shopping, to dine out at one of the dozens of great restaurants and for commuting as well. So really pleased to have the PM back here in Hurstville for this important local announcement today.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, David, and it's great to be here with my neighbour here in Sydney. In Hurstville, a place I know extremely well, going back a very long time. What I'm here today to talk about is a number of things. Last week, David and I, together with Alan Tudge, outlined our plan, serious plan, to manage population growth across Australia. Now, we know, living here in Sydney, as they do in Melbourne and in parts of southeast Queensland in particular, the real pressures that have come with managing population growth and the impact that it can have on Australians' quality of life. Getting home sooner, safer, spending time with family. If you're a tradie, you spend more time sometimes in traffic jams than you do on site. And this needs to change, and this needs to be properly managed. And it needs a serious plan that deals with everything. A sensible and responsible balanced migration program that meets Australia's economic needs as well as our need to manage our growth. It needs a serious infrastructure plan that we've been rolling out now for years, $75 billion rolling infrastructure plan, and a key component of that plan was the Urban Congestion Busting Fund that I announced in last year's budget, of which we are making announcements here today. It's about better coordination between state and local governments together with the Commonwealth Government to ensure that we're planning together for population growth, whether that's important health services or education services. And last year, as we went into COAG, we were able to get an agreement from all the states and territories, and I particularly want to thank Gladys Berejiklian for her strong support as we built together that coalition of both sides of politics at state and at federal level to ensure that we were getting a coordinated approach to planning and population management. And of course, fourthly, it's about investing in the social cohesion of our cities, on our communities, something I particularly want to commend David for as Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs. We're invested some 80 million plus, 90 million thereabouts, in new social cohesion measures to help bring our people together. And so we grow together, we don't grow apart as our population continues to move forward. So today I'm announcing $253.5 million out of the Congestion Busting Fund for projects here in New South Wales. And that includes $7.5 million for the commuter car parking, the park and ride arrangements here in Hurstville. As David said, getting people onto public transport, getting people off the roads, well, to do that, they've got to be able to get and park at a train station. And that's just not true here in Hurstville, but we're also making announcements in Gosford, for Panania as well, and in Woy Woy. All critical commuter suburbs where people want to take that option of the train and to work together with the state government and how they're improving rail services here in New South Wales to ensure that that becomes the best choice available for people. And so that $7.5 million we'll spend here in Hurstville, I think, will benefit many, many Australians and families living around southern Sydney. Now, on top of that, we are announcing a series of projects, road projects, which includes $95 million for the Horsley Drive in southwest Sydney, widening of the King George's Road in southern Sydney, which David and I are both very familiar with, and that's a $50 million project we're doing with the state government. That's our contribution. Works on Homebush Bay Drive of some $50 million. The Blacksland Road at Balaclava Road Eastwood, $4.5 million being put into that. Down my neck of the woods in the Shire, there's Princes Highway at Waratah Street, just near the car yards. These are projects that involve right turn lanes. They involve dealing with pinch points that actually clog our cities. This is surgical-like attention to our road network, working with the state government to deal with these real pinch points that cause such frustration for people getting around our city. As our city has enjoyed significant growth here in Sydney, but that growth comes with pressures and it comes with challenges that need to be managed. And so what we're announcing here today is real practical initiatives that bust congestion, that get families home sooner and safer, that get them to work sooner and safer, and ensure that they can get on site, they can get to where their small businesses need them to be, rather than sitting in traffic jams around our growing city. So that's what this plan's about. It's not just about a car park here in Hurstville. It's about a national plan to manage our population growth, which I know Australians are looking for that leadership on, and we are delivering on it.